Again, for newbies, you are not in the wrong place. The lifers will tell you this is nowhere else but the Life Be Lifing podcast. Yes, yes, we are hosted by the dynamic, the witty, the gorgeous, the eclectic, and the eclectic, excuse me, and the electric. Me, the goddess,
What it do?
Miss Squishy Gangster.
And I've been very squishy lately, so I'll take that today.
She is flanked by none other than your favorite fat freckled man, the big dog himself. Who? Your favorite coach's favorite coach. So we are live tonight. All right, we are live. This is episode 60, and we are live with you guys tonight. Normally, the numbered episodes be pre-recorded, but we want to do this one live with group participation. You know what I mean? Make
Yes,
this a little bit more fun, a little bit more interesting. Um, so as always, when we do the lives, I gotta double check, make sure that the audience is able to receive everything. See, case in point, I already see my joint acting crazy. Give me a moment, y'all.
Mhm. What it do, Stunner? All right, Riverside kicking our ass tonight. Won't let us be great. Just gonna work the chat for a little bit till I get back. Multitasking. Y'all ready for Christmas? Get your all your Christmas gifts purchased. Everybody checked off your list. I know me personally, I ain't spending no motherfucking money.
All right, I am back in all of the fabulous and fat flesh. Um, and we ready to rock. Hey, Spinner, what it do? Appreciate y'all joining us in the chat.
Yeah, yeah. Early birds get the
Appreciate
worm.
y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. So
For y'all
let us
patience,
get to it.
Riverside be taking us through it.
Listen, man. I can't even blame Riverside this tonight. It's my own equipment betraying me.
Whoops, sorry Riverside, I was down to you for no reason.
They was acting. It's just acting wild. Both my phone and my laptop acting goofy. So I had
Oh
to.
man.
You know what I mean?
You know, I don't miss them days. That's why I went on and upgraded myself because I was like, ain't nobody got time. One of these days, I say I'm gonna use my phone to see how that go. But I don't know. I feel like I need to get a newer phone. But as of right now, for me to be such a tech savvy, geeky, nerdy, type girl, I ain't been upgrading my phone, lady. I'm still twerking the S20 plus.
I ain't mad at that.
Uh,
Myron, what it do, Kenfolk?
what up, Myron? Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry to put out the Stanley today.
Hey, man. Got to
Listen,
stay
I've been back in
hydrated
the
by
gym
any
heavy.
means.
Yeah, I've been back in the gym heavy. Like I did 2 a days a couple times this week. I went to this
Okay.
spa on Tuesday. I was there for 9 hours. I was like, "Ooh, Jesus!" Let me go ahead and drop me a little liquid IV in my water.
I ain't mad at that. My gym plans got derailed because we had a stomach bug hit the house. The little one
you
caught it,
know,
then the big one caught it, and guess who had to struggle through it today? So when you said, "Yeah, I look like I had a long day," yeah, yeah,
a lot of toilet time. I can't take it. I don't want to be sick no more, baby. I
man,
broke
what?
down this weekend and
Man,
said,
what?
fuck this. I'm taking my ass to patient first, and I'm about to say, y'all don't give me this motherfucking prednisone so I can be able to breathe out both sides of my nostrils. Like this shit getting like I'm like a fucking Afrin junkie at this point. I almost can't breathe without it. I said nah, but they did give me a referral for ENT, so I've been calling
Okay.
every day. I thought I had me an appointment this morning, but she was like 9:20. I said, "Oh, bet I can make it to my 11 o'clock dermatology appointment." And then she go, "Okay, we'll see you in 10:20." I said, bitch, you said 9:20. I told you I need to be out of there by 10." She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." She was like, "Oh, we'll call back tomorrow. There might be some cancellation." So that's my plan until I get on the schedule. But at this point, it's
Okay.
like if I don't get nothing scheduled by Monday, Tuesday next week, I'm gonna just go ahead and be like, put me on the next thing you got open in January. I mean, I've been thugging it out this long because I've been struggling. Honestly, I've been struggling with this whole congestion, like extensive congestion issue after being sick since I caught COVID back in 22.
Yeah.
That's when that became like a thing for me. Almost the only thing that will knock it completely out is if I take prednisone. So
Hey, the
it's getting bad.
prednisone was what I was on too when I was dealing with the pneumonia. So yeah,
Yeah, but
definitely helps.
it gets you all the way back right. I mean, but it's a
Definitely
steroid,
helps
so
with your
it's like,
breathing issue. Yeah,
yep. So it is
it's
what
the
it is.
breathing back
Like
right.
I said, I can breathe out of both my nostrils. I ain't use
Hey,
Afrin, and I did find a natural spray that I'm gonna start using. So hopefully, I can lay
okay.
off the Afrin and start using the It's called Beekeeper's Natural. It's one that it's a
Mm,
Max one, a regular one that has propolis in it. And then the other one, so like the Max one is with oregano oil and eucalyptus, and that like will break everything
that
up.
oregano
And
oil is something
they
else.
have it, man. That shit the truth. Like I'm about to go back to taking it straight out the dropper. Um, and then they have a regular one, and that one has the saline and xylitol in it. So that's probably what opens you up like Afrin
Hmm.
does. So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to twerk them too and get off that Afrin because I ain't gonna have no mucus membranes up in here in a minute. So I mean, she was like, I got fluid in my ear, so that comes from me using the
Damn.
Navage system to drain like and clear it out. So I'm like, yeah, as long as I'm saying I got a deviated septum, we good. I can work on anything else.
I had on.
Yeah, but anyway, that's life. There be life in
Enough for
us.
right. Enough for our sick chronicles.
Mm,
So on this schedule today, let's start off with something nice and easy, nice and let's get to our Wrapped. Let's get to our 2024 Wrapped
oh,
review. For those of you who, for some reason, may not be in the know, because I feel like everybody listening to some kind of, music streaming service, you get that joint at the end of the year that lets what you've been listening to, your favorite ones, not your favorite ones, but what you've listened to the most in terms of artists, which songs you played the
right.
most, how many songs how
One of
much
your
time you've been
favorites.
spending listening. We gonna get into why I said not your favorite. We're gonna get into that in this discussion. But
Okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
so, we're just gonna share that, that touch of us, what it says about us, what our rap says about us, and what it doesn't say. So, we'll get into that and feel free to join in. She said not
Not
pregnant
pregnant
zone,
zone. Don't
not
put that
pregnant
out there,
zone,
Myron. Keep
not
that
pregnant
keep
zone.
that blasphemy right on over there. Pregnant zone. Look it up. Don't be trying to put that over here, and neither one of us trying to be pregnant
Prednisone,
nothing.
prednisone.
This zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's a steroid that helps you, when you have some kind of congestion or breathing issues. It helps you be able to, fight through that.
Yeah.
So where she had it from congestion from her sinus, I had it in my chest. The congestion issue, I had it in my chest. So either way, it makes it hard to breathe.
Yeah.
Due to the fluid in my lungs and due to the issue she's having with her sinuses. So either way, we both needed the damn thing to get through. So,
All
you
bad.
know, shout out to
All
drugs,
bad.
man. Shout out to drugs.
Listen, them the drugs I ain't saying no to, baby. I'm
You hear
sorry.
me? I mean, shout out to Patient First for serving me up, man. Shout out to y'all.
Same, listen, same here. When I tell you they be coming in clutch for your girl, I be in that Jones. So this time was the first time I actually went like in the morning. Normally I'm the type that's gonna
Okay.
slide in there like 7:45 before they close at 8. Get in, get
Hmm.
out. But this time I was like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and go in the morning so I can take this dose today and just run the 7 days and be done before like Christmas Eve. So I had a little plan.
I dig it. I dig it.
I was like, yeah, now let's get this knocked out because I ain't got time, baby. I ain't got time.
Correct. All right. So I always make ladies go first here. So Mish, talk to us about what you got lined up on your rap favorites. I mean, well, most played songs and most played artists. Talk to
All
played
right.
artists.
Well,
Talk to us.
okay, so let's see. It looks
Excuse me.
like I can tell you it says I played over 2,000 songs this year, which I felt like would have been more than that. So I'm not sure if it means 2,000 songs actually played or 2,000 different songs.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not surprised who my top song is from and most played artist is. It's Don Tolliver because once I realized I was going to the concert, first of all, I was already cranking Hardstone. Damn, now I can't remember the name of the jump. What's the name of his album? Shoot.
I was about to
Anyway,
say I
it's a
don't know
big
why
ass
it slipped my
album.
mind either.
I'm
Yeah.
about to tell you. But so my top 5 songs was Don Toliver Bandit, which is shocking. I thought it would have been
Oh
Attitude.
shit.
Do It Right by Don Toliver. Gunna, Proud of Them, Don Toliver, Cardigan, and Big X the Plug. That, my top 5 seem a little off to me, but I don't know how they came up with this, right? So, um, let's
So none of
see.
them you felt like should have been your top five? Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
I don't. I don't. I feel like that top five is off. So
Mm.
let's see.
I'm saying that
So
Donnie
it's
Mac. Yeah, man.
yeah. So hold on. It says so you change
That Donnie
and
T.
let's see. You change it so as you're listening. So it goes December, August, and May, and then it was like. By the way, I use Spotify, guys. May was your bougie strut crunk phase.
Yo, the stuff
So
they came up with that is
this is
crazy. I
why I
don't
wanted to
even
talk
know
about this
what
because
that
this was
meant.
wild, right? So it says you were really into artists like Money Man, Jeezy, and JT. That's a hell of a combination because I'm like, I so I have what they have created for me, which are like your daily playlist, and it's like daily one,
Okay.
daily two.
Hmm.
So I would rotate between those, and then I have blends with people. So like me and my best friend Laura have a blend. Me and my best friend Tracy have a blend. Me and my QE sister Nicole have a blend. Me and my
Okay.
sister, my blood sister, have a blend. Me and Turo have a blend. So it's like the shit they listen to blends with what I listen to, and it'll create a playlist. So I'll run through the
Mm.
dailies and the blends typically, right? But when I got into this
Interesting.
whole phase of like listening to Don Tolliver nonstop, I started listening to people's mixes. So like Don Tolliver Radio or mix, Future
Okay.
mix, Big X Plug mix, Gunner mix, shit like that. So that's why I'm like, it's weird. So then it goes, and I'm not shocked by this because I really ran his CD into the ground for a minute. August was your smooth, clean rap West Coast rap season. And I'm like, why did y'all write that like that? Smooth, clean rap West Coast rap season. So you were all about artists like Larry June, Nipsey Hussle, and Tupac. What? I did not listen to no whole bunch of Tupac.
Mm.
I
Interesting.
did not. Like now, if a song or two played on like my dailies or my blends, it probably was some shit like Holly, if you hear me, like Jim Hype type Tupac songs, right?
Okay.
I wasn't just being like, let me
That is
play
a great Jim song.
all eyes
That
on
is a
me.
great
You know
Jim
what I'm
song.
saying? It gets me hyped. So let's see. Then it goes August, October. Come on, y'all slow. October was your mood music wrestling southern hip hop moment.
Wrestling.
What the fuck? What the fuck does that even mean? So here we go. Big X the plug, Glorilla and Jeezy. What? Huh? I'm not. I'm confused. I'm confused. This is why I said this rap was just thrown the fuck together this year, in my opinion.
Mm.
So okay, it says you listen to 855 artists. So out of 855 artists, you're telling me that was my top five, and them are the people you keep. Okay, all right, Spotify, y'all was on bullshit this year. Of course, Don Tolliver was the top one because once I
Hmm.
bought them tickets, I was like, I'm going to this concert knowing all these words, right? It says I was in the top 0.5%, 0.05% fan listening base, and we spent 5,475 minutes together. They called me an overachiever. I was like, what? So let's see what else you got to play this year. So top artists: Don Tolliver, Future,
Hmm.
Drake, 21 Savage, and Kevin Gates. The only reason I can think that Drake and 21 Savage is on this list is because of the joint album they did together.
Okay.
And I did listen to 21 Savage's album a lot this year. Not gonna lie. Kevin Gates, I'm a little shocked about because that was more like last year. I was
I'm
when
about to say
Gates
that was your
came out.
man now.
So
That was your man's in the
no, but he hasn't really put out any new music, right? So
okay.
he does rotate on a lot of my daily lists very heavy though, because I listen to him a lot. Like he is one of my top artists. So I was just like,
Hmm.
this is kind of weird. So I could tell you the day that I had the most listening hours though.
Okay. Yeah, she had that there.
The, the day that I was traveling from Guam.
Mm. That
they
makes sense.
I had over I had 21 hours of like playtime that day, which I thought was crazy. Like that was wild to me. I was like, damn, I guess. I mean, but that flight from Guam is pretty long. Like, well, because you gotta go between Guam to Hawaii, then Hawaii to home. So between being in the airport, being on a plane, traveling. So
Okay.
yeah, but I'm gonna say that list. I mean, and if so, I know they did your top. What is it? Come on, Spotify, y'all doing too much tonight. Your top songs of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a lot of Don Tolliver, Glorilla, Sexy Red on here, Flo Millie. Like I'm just kind of like, I would have thought more Dolph would have been on here. Yeah, I was kind of shocked at this list. Like one Jeezy song, I don't know, just weird, and like a Travis Scott song on here. Of course, March Madness will always be probably in my Wrapped top 20 anything because I do play March Madness a lot. But I guess that's how Future landed on the list because I don't listen to Future that much. I mean, it was a day to me and Kenzie was hanging out and I let her run the playlist, and she's a Future fiend, so that could
Oh
have
yeah.
done it. But yeah, Spotify kind of disappointed me this year. I don't know.
Oh, you say they disappointed you. Yeesh. They
It
surprised me.
disappointed
Now
me.
you went into more detail than I had. I mean, I saw the same things, but I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't prepared to share all those details
Oh,
uh
oh.
tonight. But you know what?
You don't
Let's
have
see
to.
if I can. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can. Let me go ahead and look at this rap thing and we could go through it all the same.
Hmm.
Oh man, let's get to the chat in the meantime, between time. Keish, thank you for showing up in the chat, sis. Appreciate you.
Big glow. Dylan, 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 Dylan. I spit out fire. Me and
He
my
said he don't know.
motherfucking housekeeper. Uh,
He said he don't know none of your artists.
oh Lord, how old is you, Byron? You can't be that old.
He said he got to stop listening to just Africa Bombada.
Oh Lord, listen, it get like that sometimes.
Oh man! All right, let's look at this rap joint right quick,
Okay.
so I could share as Meech did. Let's hit the mute. All right, let's see what we got. What we got. What we got. I played 16,041 songs.
Mm,
Uh, 690 minutes listening to podcasts.
damn, I'm slacking on pause because I be watching them live, like or viewing. I'll be
All
watching the
right,
video.
and March was what? Because they about to give me that funky joint that y'all gave me. My bougie clean rap hip hop phase.
So they
And
must have
Myra
used
said that
static
he is
phrases.
40. Yeah, these
Oh, you
phrases are
younger than me,
crazy.
Myra. You younger than me. I didn't expect
He
that. You
younger
don't
than
know
me
none of my
too.
artists. That's right. You don't know none of these. Okay, side on you.
April was my mood music football Cali rap. I don't even know what football is,
Where
but
they
that
getting
was
sports from?
hold on. Because who was the artist they mentioned in March? Or from December to March? Who was the artist that they mentioned that I listened to make that the bougie clean rap hip hop? Y'all calling me bougie is crazy.
Nigel's
All right,
comment
so
is
that was Schoolboy
hilarious.
Q, Tyler, the creator, and okay, Schoolboy Q, Tyler, the creator, and all right, let's go from March to April. Who they said I had? That was a Cali football nonsense that they said.
Oh gosh.
Nigel, welcome to the chat, bro. All right, so Mozzie, I don't even know who that person is. Larry
See?
June and somebody named he had to be a Mozzie feature. He had to be a feature because I don't
Probably.
know who Kalan
Probably.
for real is. And
Yeah.
I think I know what song that is. And August, from there, August was my smooth throwback R&B neo soul moment. Sir, Be My Fiasco, and Robert Glasper. I know
Oh,
exactly which
sir,
songs those are. I
definitely.
listened to 819 artists. I already know who number one. I knew who number one is before they told me it's Mozzie.
Mozzie. I don't think I listened to
Yup.
anything from Mozzie. And now I'm about to put him on
Oh,
my
go check
radar.
him out, man. For
Release the
sure, for
Why.
sure. My longest listening streak listening to him was apparently 9 days straight. That's probably when the album dropped this
Damn.
year because he just got released from jail. So I'm a top
Mm-hmm.
0.5% fan, and I've spent 1,023 minutes listening to Mozzie. That's because his album
Okay.
dropped this year because he just got released from prison. So I was definitely
Yeah.
banging that joint crazy. Pause. Pause. Banging crazy.
Uh,
Pause.
you did too much with that one. I can't even
Pause.
play that.
Pause. All right.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, that was crazy. All right. So my top artists for the year was, of course, Mozzie,
Mm.
Schoolboy Q, Sir, Don Toliver, and Core. I could actually
That
say
aligns for you.
that
That
that fits.
jives. Yeah, that
I
jives
could
for you.
actually say that that fits
Yeah, my
because
list ain't hitting on shit.
Mozzie, Schoolboy Q, Sir, all of them came out with projects this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually started
Mm-hmm.
going back through like most of Core catalog this year, just in general.
Yeah.
So I could see how he made the list. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but all of them had releases this year as to why other people that I listened to heavy didn't make this list.
Yeah.
But still, that's really what it was. I was really feeling the most recent releases. It was
Yeah.
some I was listening to before Don Toliver dropped the Hearthstone Psycho Joan or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Hearthstone Psycho.
but then I started playing that crazy. So that's how he's actually lower on this list than I thought he would be. Um,
Yeah. I knew he
but
was
I
gonna be
feel
low,
like
but that
too,
was not
that's
bad.
order of releases. I feel like that's order of
Okay.
releases too.
Oh yeah.
Um, so that might have something to do with it. As for the top
Yeah.
songs, it's kind of reflected, except for two of them I'm not sure about. So we had
Yeah.
Karma by Sir, we had Fallback by Leaf or Lith, however you pronounce that
Uh-huh.
young boy name. Um, which I don't think should be up there. There was one day it got stuck on repeat and I fell asleep. It should not make up for the other songs I've had on crazy repeat multiple days.
Hey, this is
So
what I'm
that I
saying.
feel like cheated to get
Spotify.
that spot. I feel like they cheated to put him
Yeah.
in that spot. Only
Yeah.
Human,
Spotify.
also by Sir,
Mm-mm.
and those are both
Mm.
off the Heavy album. So
Okay.
yes, those two songs, Blue Slides from Schoolboy Q and Bandit
Mm.
from Donnie from Don Tyler.
It's like Bandit is on everyone. So again, I
That don't
expected
go too
if
crazy.
it does, but I expected Attitude to be my top song from him because like that's another hype song for me. Like, yeah.
The minute I heard Bandit, I knew I was gonna run it into the ground. I said, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this like you said, this the hype joint right here."
Mm-hmm. All right.
I
I
already
think
knew.
Spotify was on bullshit this year, but
So
worth the
let's
conversation.
let's let's see what the
All right.
people are saying about some of these. They said Tyler Creator got some good music. People sleep on him.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm one of them people because I don't know. It's just
That's
something
true.
about him that makes me be like, I don't know if I really want to
Funny,
listen to him.
funny you say that because Ace said, "Yeah, bro, he has great production. He just pushed people away by his antics."
Yeah,
So,
that's exactly what it is. It's the antics for me. And I mean, I know that's not fair, but I mean, probably why a lot
I
of
mean,
people don't
but it
listen to Kevin
will
Gates because his antics. Like
exactly.
we be wow. Like they be like, what is he talking about? What did he just say out his mouth? But shit, I listen to his music and that listen, some of the best gym music for me, especially his old shit. What up, Keish?
So yeah, for sure. But no, he definitely got some good tunes. He makes some
Yeah,
good music. He does
I,
have great production,
I,
and he
I
really
check
gets
him
some
out.
good features out of people too.
Yeah, that's what
Tyler
I
really gets some
heard
good
with this
features
new
out of
project
people.
he did.
He gets some good
Yeah, I
features
check
out
him
of
out.
people.
Him
I
and
gotta
Mozzie.
admit that.
I'm gonna see what they putting
Um,
on.
yeah, my, I got my inner gangster. You know how I got my inner Crip and I got my inner blood. So on the Crip side was always Nip. You know what I'm saying? Was always Nipsey. Now on
Yeah.
the blood side is Mozzie. So you know what I mean? Yeah, right. Hey, Byron, stupid.
But who I'm surprised didn't pop up on my list more? Chris Brown,
Who?
because I went to his concert and I was running Chris Brown's music into the ground, preparing for
Mm,
the concert.
mm,
It's
mm.
like they showed no
Okay.
love to the R&B that I listened to this year.
Mm,
That was crazy to me. That was one of the things that was crazy to me. The other music I listened to, because I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much a ratchet rap chick. Go hard, gangster, grind music. But I also be listening to that little lovey dovey, come fuck me shit. So I'm like, where was all of that? Because again, when I blend with people like Laura and my QE sister, they real R&B ish. So I'm gonna get a lot of Kalani and Daniel
okay.
Caesar and Sir and those type people. I, I'm surprised Megan wasn't on that list. I've been wearing Megan out. So this is why I say this list is completely unjust. Like I
Mm,
don't know how they populated this shit, but y'all missed the mark this year, Spotify. I'm gonna go ahead and say that at me. Y'all missed the mark. Sorry. Sue me. Don't
all
suspend my
right.
account yet because I think this
Anybody in
music is
the
fire.
anybody in the chart want to share their junks in the chat? I mean, anybody in the chat want to share they rap or they picks? Feel free to, and we'll go ahead and throw those comments on the screen in the meantime, between time. But let's step into the other conversation that we had lined up. Well,
Mhm.
before we do that, so you feel like your joint is completely not reflective of you because they got it wrong.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think they missed the mark with my rap this year. I don't know what the algorithm was for them to get those calculations and whatnot, but I feel like it was a shit job.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, mine's was predictable this year based on the album releases.
Yeah.
The only ones that really say something about me probably are, is having Mozzie number one. This is the second year he's been number one on my rap. Um,
Mm,
Mozzie being number one and having Sir being high on that list too. Is probably the only things that's reflective.
yeah.
Um, is that reflective of me as a personality? Because I don't know what it is, but you know what I'm saying? It's the cadence or something about the way that Mozzie rap, beyond just the bars, beyond just the stories that he's telling that just, resonate with me on a particular level. Even though I ain't from that, you know what I'm saying? I get what he be saying. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I haven't heard a bad Mozzie verse yet. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sit here and put him on the tier of, lyrical giants, but he's not, he's not no slouch neither. So
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah, we gonna have to.
if you like that kind of, real type rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, not somebody glorifying violence necessarily, but not shying
Yeah.
away from it. You know what it is? It's in the same vein as Nipsey, only Nipsey was
I
better.
knew you were gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. I said he gonna kind of give the Nipsey comparison. All
That's
right,
really
you
what
know
it
what? It's
is.
funny. I don't think we're linked on Spotify, so we're gonna have to exchange screen names and link and do a rap because I'm gonna have to, check Mozzie out because I don't. I mean, if you like him that much and we both love Nipsey, then I guess it's worth a try. You know what I'm saying? See what he's talking
Title doesn't
about.
he do a yearly rap? Oh, that's corny.
Hey, title is crazy. I think Jay Z just done said fuck it and just title doing whatever they want. They the badass kid at the party. You just let run around and just wild out, and you figure that shit out later.
Said the better
Like
get at
title
the
just kind
party.
of stopped. Like I don't know. I feel like they were kind of like in the same line as Spotify for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually had Spotify kind of beat by a
I
mile
think so.
because they had shit on their platform that other motherfuckers could not
Yeah, I
stream.
remember that was a thing. Yeah, I remember that was a thing.
So then I don't know what Spotify did to update motherfucking game, but they was like, oh, we will not be outdone. Yeah, shit started popping up like Prince, Beyonce. Who else was on it? I remember when they got Tank's first album on Spotify. I said, shit, y'all got me.
Yeah, I'm team Android, bro. I'm team Android.
And I'm definitely team Android.
Um,
Um,
so okay, so let's go on to the next topic. So
okay.
we not the most current events type of podcast, but a couple of them,
Yeah.
have some lessons in them that we feel like we could talk about. So let's go ahead and talk about this young man, Travis Hunter, and his fiance. Travis Hunter, if you don't know, is
Mm.
the best player in college football. Argue with your mama. because there was no other player who was as dominant as he was on both the defensive and offensive side. Um,
which is
and
wild.
he was rewarded for his labor with the Heisman Trophy Award, the award given to the most prolific player of that year, or at least the perceived most prolific and excellent player in college football of that particular
Mhm.
season. Travis Hunter also is playing at Colorado State University, excuse me, Colorado University, which of course is where Coach Prime coaches and where his son Shador is the starting quarterback. So,
Yeah. Apparently, Shador
despite,
slid in them DMs and was like, "You need to come over here, bro." And that was that.
yeah, and that was that. Um, So my man, so what you got, Myron? KRS-One, 12 hours, 81 songs. Damn, that's all you listen to is KRS-One? You know
Yeah.
what? That kind of fits his personality though. that
You like
kind of
what you
fits his
like.
personality a little bit though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You like what you
Um,
like.
but yeah, this young man is, an excellent football player. And because he has an NIL deal, like most of the young people now, the name, identity, and likeness deal that allows these college athletes to finally get paid what they're bringing in. Um, he's decided to make himself a personality of sorts, to kind of keep the
Yeah.
attention on him, add to the brand. Like I said, a lot of them that have deals are doing. They're starting podcasts or doing vlogs or, making themselves more accessible via social media to, to feed into
Mhm.
the numbers. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I mean, especially nowadays because these colleges get big money off these kids. So why shouldn't they get their cut? A
Of
scholarship
course,
ain't good enough. I don't care
the
what nobody
scholarship
say.
was
Get your
never
dumb
good
ass
enough.
in. Scholarship ain't
Scholarship was
never been
never
good
good
enough.
enough.
Not for what you asking
No, it
for them to
wasn't.
do. That's work.
Absolutely.
And they still
Especially
gotta
not
go
the
get
way
an
that you
education too.
There you go. Especially not the way that you treat them the minute they can't make you any more money. Um,
Exactly.
so in doing so, he has let the entire world into his relationship with this young lady whose name is not important. Um, and this is currently his
Nonetheless.
fiance and the mother of his soon-to-be twins. So
Oh, you just dropped some news on me because I
yeah,
did not
yeah,
know she was preggo.
yeah, they did
What?
that announcement in matching pajamas and everything. Um,
Yo, that's
Now
crazy.
the issue is that on more than one occasion, when he's had her on and she's spoken, the phrase that has everybody up in arms is, "Yeah, when I first met him, he wasn't my type."
Yes, that was that. Yes, that's what she
So
said.
you see
There was a lot of other
this
stuff
kid
she
who's
said too.
clearly going to be a millionaire. You see this older girl, because I don't know if you guys are aware, but when he first started pursuing her, he was a high school student and she was a college student.
Hmm.
And don't get me wrong, he was a five-star student in five-star athlete in the high school too.
Yeah.
But then at some point they start dating. They've been together for 5 years now.
Mm.
So she goes from saying, "Oh yeah, he wasn't really my type. I friend zoned him, so forth and so on. But now we're together and we're happy, so forth and so on." So long story short, y'all, it looks like a lip. It looks like maybe she didn't know who Travis Hunter was or who he was going to be until maybe either somebody put her on or until she figured out herself. And then it's like, oh, let me get on this gravy train. That's the way it looks to a lot of people. That's the issue, and that's the
Yeah.
perception why a
Yeah.
lot of people are having the problem. Because again, with comments like that and other comments like you said that she's made, it doesn't seem that she's locked into Travis as a person, as a boyfriend, as a fiance, as much as it's like, yeah, I'm here. Like I'm here. Meanwhile, he's, head over heels over this girl. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like,
Yeah.
another young future millionaire athlete, learn, about to learn the hard way how these things go. Myron, you a fool.
Yeah. That's why I was trying not to bust out laughing because I was like, Perfect timing, Myron. That was perfect
No,
timing and
she
perfect placement.
she was in the pregnant zone, all right. That's probably
Yeah.
that young boy first piece of yams. You know what I mean? First or second piece of yams.
It
It
very well
probably
might
is.
be.
And definitely somebody older. Yeah, it's probably his first time off the block.
She
Like not to be like
turned
that, but
old boy out.
Travis Hunter presents as a dude who was not, uh
Popular.
pulling girls left and right, who
Yeah.
without football probably wouldn't be able to have access to certain and particular women. And let me respectfully, because if this ever gets to Travis, I don't want him coming after me as a man.
I don't want no
Um,
smoke.
I don't, because your woman is your woman. And, as somebody who's married, I understand. His woman ain't
Yeah.
that type of like facially and looking at her, she's not like
I feel like
leagues. She's
uh,
not leagues out. She's
yeah.
mid. She's mid at best. She's mid at
Okay,
best.
okay. You know what? I'm glad a dude said it because coming from me, that would have seemed haterish. But I mean, I think people are making it seem like something is really not. She kind of
Talk to
basic
us.
to me. Um, I feel like it's the typical older woman, young man, like young boy. Like, of course, why would she be interested in a younger male? She's in college. So we all like I'm a female. I can definitely tell you from high school to college. First of all, I didn't really have no type, but I definitely wasn't trying to be in college messing with no high school dudes. I'm trying to get the older niggas at this point. So why would she be checking for him? I mean, it was shit said like he would pick her up and take her to parties and wait for her. Like they wasn't even together; they were just friends. And I'm like, what? Like, what would possess somebody to be that interested in someone that they would do that kind of shit, right? And it just makes it bad for her because it's like, so you was using him. So it's not helping her narrative any. But then when you look at the flip, and then there's this thing about Deion Sanders had to make her stand up, and hell, okay, so she pregnant. Maybe she didn't want to stand up because she might not have wanted nobody to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, we don't, because
Well,
some
you
women
can't say
don't.
that. You can't say that because they did a whole
Well, when did they
announcement.
announce it? When though? Was it
Well,
before?
before he got the award.
And see, again, you got to forgive me because I haven't been necessarily following that, following him, because I'm always interested in who's
Right.
winning the Heisman, always, right? And then when it was
Same.
like the way they tried to spin it, oh, first HBCU, and I'm like, but hold up, he don't go to a HBCU anymore,
He
and
doesn't go to
it's not based
HBCU.
off of right. It's not based off of his time at HBCU. It's based off of his
No.
time currently at Colorado.
Right.
So I just was like, it's funny how y'all try to spin it. I like it. I like it because I'm all about this make HBCUs great again shit. But it's like, come on, y'all kind of y'all. And so for me, it's like around him, I feel like there's a spin of a narrative, right? So with her, it's like I'm just gonna go here. Mind your fucking business. That's their fucking relationship. If he like it, I love it. They do a whole little podcast together where they be talking about themselves, and I mean, if he like her, I mean, cool. Why we worried about it? Like, I'm more concerned about him as a personal professional player. Like some of the shit that I'm hearing about what he does as far as his NIL deal, because I'm real big on that. Because these athletes
Hmm.
deserve that. He's not making no money. His money is going to the endowment for the team. He basically paying the team when they not getting paid. He's not making no money. But y'all worry about who he marrying? I mean, I don't know if she really gonna take him for his money at this point, but we never know. I, I, I think people are making a bigger deal about their relationship than they need to. She not no super duper attractive female. She, like you said, she is very average, mid, basic, whatever you want to call her. He seemed to be cool with it, so I don't know why any of us are worried about it. Um, Dion making her stand up. I mean, there could be a number of things for that. Some people are shy. Maybe she didn't want to stand up. Maybe she didn't want to take the attention away from him now that you're telling me that she announced about the pregnancy before. Then maybe they're going to be looking at that. It could be so much, but here's my problem. Why the world always worry about what other people got going on? Why don't you worry about your damn self? Like, let's just start there. I mean, I'm glad he won. Let's see. Exactly. You see, that's what I said. I was like, they look like they've been locked in for a minute. And now people trying to publicize it with the bullshit. Like, stay out of their business. Like, what's the point? We talking about this for what? Y'all done took the spotlight off of him winning the Heisman to talk about his relationship with his girlfriend. No, fiance, who's pregnant with his
Fiance.
kids. So obviously, you know what I'm saying? It's more to it than we want to try to make it. Like, yeah, I guess the age old narrative is these women get with these players because they know they're gonna make it big and they're gonna make money. I mean, we've seen it happen to like the Russell
All the
Wilsons and
time.
whatnot. Yeah, so of course the stigma is there, but why we're putting that negativity out in the atmosphere before it even presents itself as a problem, I don't understand. Because now y'all putting like don't creep into their relationship. Don't do that. Like stay out them kids' business. Let them live their life. That's my take on it. And I mean, if it work out, great. If it don't, damn. Lesson learned. Sorry for you, homie. Do better next time.
So I got two takes on this. So the one take
For
explains
sure,
kind of the
Melvin.
answers your question as to why some people just, it's just what it is. You want to talk about celebrity life, you have nothing better to do. So
Yeah,
here it is. It's entertainment. But also there is the genuine sentiment of not wanting to see another young black boy be taken advantage of.
I understand.
Especially because he's going to come into millions. Whether his career, goes as far as it could, whether he's going to be as great in the NFL or not, this boy is coming into
Yeah,
millions. And there are people who
yeah.
genuinely would not like to see another young boy being taken advantage of by a woman, plain and simple, especially an older woman, right?
Yeah.
Because we saw what happened with Brittany Renner and PJ. We're seeing what's going to happen with Drea and Jalen Green.
Oh,
You know what I'm
ain't that
saying?
for him?
So and
Shit,
this
I
is
ain't
what
hear
I'm
that.
saying. It's not like this is a situation that's out of nowhere. It's not like this is something that happened 20 years ago. We're seeing that this is a
Yeah.
pattern. The only
No, of
difference
course.
in those cases than this case is, like you said, the girl is mid. You know what I'm saying? It's not some super bad joint that all these people want to be with, and then this,
Yeah.
young boy finally gets with her, so he's head over heels, right? We even saw we even saw the whole thing with Zion Williamson and Mariah Mills, the porn star, right? So
Oh, see,
so you see what I'm saying?
that's
It's not so that's what it is. It just seems like here it is, only we're seeing the beginning of it as opposed to when the whole situation is it's too late, ain't no saving, bro. He's a goner. He might very well be because he's locked into this girl. Let me tell you, nothing anybody can say is gonna make him step away from this woman. He
for
is
real.
locked into her, especially if those stories were true where he was driving her to parties and waiting outside. You have to be like your simp level has to be on S tier for you to be willing to put up with that for a woman to be that important to you to where you need to place her desires and wants and needs above yours, and for you to wait till she finally deems you worthy enough to date. You know what I'm saying? You have to already see her in this particular light.
Yeah.
So now the fact that he's with her, the fact that she's carrying his kids, and the fact that he proposed to her, there's nothing anyone is going to be able to say. But I do understand the genuine sentiment of concern for seeing another young black millionaire about to go down the wrong road where somebody takes advantage of him. On the
I
other
mean,
aspect, on the other take I
can I
have
put
is
this out?
this. Go
Can I
ahead.
put this out there now?
I'm listening.
I ain't worried about it. You wanna know why? Because your brother actually said exactly what I like believe. One thing Dion gonna do is make sure that boy not gonna get taken advantage of.
That's if
I ain't
he
worried about
allows
it.
it. That's if he allows
But
it. You can
I
only help
don't think
people
that's not the
who
case.
allow themselves to be helped. You can only help people who allow themselves to be helped. Prime
Yeah,
could want
I
the
don't.
best for him. Prime could talk up and down, but if that boy decides to sign all his money over the same way you talking about, he putting his NIL money into a team. You think that's what
I
Prime
mean,
really
but it's
wants for him?
Colorado.
It don't matter. You think
Mm,
Prime can't get that money elsewhere for Colorado?
I mean,
That
maybe,
boy,
maybe
he's
not. We
he's
never
let
know.
at the end of the day. What in fact what Spinner just said? What Spinner just said. He's grown at the end of the day.
Yeah,
So
he
no matter
is.
what Prime want to do for him, it's not going to happen unless the boy allow it. So I'm sure Prime is going to talk. I'm sure Prime has already talked to him.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
But I'm
I guess
sure
my
Prime
point
probably
is,
also probably told him
I'm not
not to
worried
get this
about it
girl
because
pregnant
I
so
doubt
early in
it.
the game
I
because he's talked
I
to his
doubt it.
players about that already. He was doing it at Jackson State.
Yeah. I
You know what
bet
I'm
that was
saying?
from the that no, but no, don't do that because what he was saying is don't be out here pretty much fucking everything that's trying to fuck you. Prime was literally telling these boys, don't make the mistakes I did, thinking all pussy being given to you should be taken. Like he literally has said this. He was
I
like,
understood
find
that,
you.
but he was also saying secure your situation before you get a girl pregnant. Because you
I think
never
old boy
know
feel
what can
like he's
happen
secured.
with injuries, with all
I
these other
think.
things that going on, right? You ain't made it
I
to the
mean,
NFL yet. Your NIL
mm,
dries up if you don't make it to the league. We stop caring about Travis, not me, not you, but the people who are paying him stop caring
yeah.
about Travis Hunter if he doesn't make it to the league, right? So, all that being said, all that being said, my issue is this, and this is what I wish somebody could make sure it gets to Travis Hunter. Shut the fuck up. Stop giving this part of your life to the world. You want them to know what you
But
eat? Hold on. You want them to know what you
you
eat to
mean
get
via
ready
the
for a game?
podcast?
I
You
mean,
mean
via
stuff this
anything, whether it's the whole thing about your girl, you put her out there on Front Street. Neither one of y'all are media trained, and you are making
Hold up.
yourselves accessible to the media. So when I say shut the
I'm
fuck up, this is what
confused.
I mean. This is
Hold
what
on,
I
I'm
mean.
confused. How did he put her out there to the media? I'm confused because I didn't see none of that.
Did
Like,
I know
you
who
got to
she
give me.
is? Because we wouldn't be speaking about her if he's
So
not
you
doing this
mean when
podcast
he's
with her and putting her out
oh,
there on Front Street, right?
so I think to me, my understanding of putting her on Front Street was his speech at the Heisman Trophy
No.
acceptance.
How was that
So
putting her on
again,
Front Street to you? How was that putting her on Front Street
hold
to you?
on,
Maybe I
because
should ask
I
that.
haven't heard shit about her before that. Didn't know
Go
a
look
damn
on
thing about her before that.
go look on YouTube and
Like,
you'll see it's
um,
several videos. People are literally investing in this girl's prior life, her prior work history, because he's exposed her to everybody else. And you didn't need to do that. That is your love. That is your woman, your fiance, the mother of your children.
mm,
If I
I
don't
don't
want to
know.
say my wife's name on this podcast, you don't know my wife's name.
Yeah, I mean that's how you
You
move,
know
but
what I'm
that might not be
saying?
how he move. In his
And
mind,
look
it
at
might
where and
be
look
I'm
at what
proud to
happens
have
to
her.
that's fine. I'm proud to have my wife too. But at the end of the day, once you start putting your woman in front of the camera, you put her out there to be seen, to be spoken on, to be spoken to. In fact, she might be the next Savannah James. No, she won't. No, she won't, because you didn't know
Ugh,
who Savannah James was for
shit,
decades. You didn't know who
shit, yeah,
Savannah James was for decades.
they've been together forever.
Yes, and you didn't know who she was because she's been there the whole time
No,
in
no, no, no,
the
no, no,
background.
no. Say you didn't know nothing about her. Don't say you didn't know who she was. There's a
What's the big
difference.
difference?
You don't know her life, her personality, her likes, her dislikes. Like she wasn't the type doing a podcast for LeBron James. LeBron James ain't had no time for that shit. Like back then, that shit was not something the athletes did. Times are different now. These kids love the instant, attention they get from
Okay,
doing
so I
shit
could go
like
with that. You didn't
TikToks
know
and
anything about her. I could say that. Oh,
You knew
I can
her.
amend that
You
statement.
knew he was
You
married to
didn't know
her.
it.
You knew who
Yeah,
she
you knew he was
was.
married. You knew he had a wife. But a lot of people didn't know what she looked like. A lot of people didn't even know what she looked like. They couldn't pick her out in the lineup. And
Oh,
I'll
that's
go with what
because
you
until the money
said.
started rolling in, she was kept basic. That's why she
And
stayed
I
very
will go with
basic.
what you
She was
said.
very humble.
I will go with what you said. We didn't know nothing about her.
Yeah, we didn't know nothing about her. Like we didn't
All
know.
these
She literally
years,
was
all these
the
years,
sweetheart, the
everything's
high
been
school
going
sweetheart.
on. All these years, things been going on. We heard way more about Aisha Curry than we ever heard about Savannah James. We know way more. We knew way more about Aisha
But
Curry
okay,
on a personal level than we knew about
now we talking.
Savannah James.
Now we talking
No,
personalities
no, no,
then
no, no. We
because
talking
we
exposure.
talking personalities.
We wouldn't
No, 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 no,
know.
no.
We wouldn't know
No, we're
personalities if
talking
not for exposure.
personalities. Okay, so let me hip you to something because as a female, you got some women that like to stay the fuck out the way, and you like some women that like to be all the way in the way. Savannah is a I'm staying out the way. I'm doing my part. I'm over here being who I'm supposed to be. Aisha Curry, Little Miss, I want compliments from men. She
Mm-hmm.
wants spotlight. She want attention.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a personality thing. Savannah James probably was told, you need to be sitting courtside. You need to be looking like this. You need to wear this. And she probably was like, fuck y'all. I'm raising babies and making sure my husband is mentally prepared to be on that court, putting the physicality to the test for his body, wearing himself out, making these millions. Aisha Curry, she want to be cooking. She want to be making pots. She want to be courtside all the time. She want her kids on the fucking after post game interviews and all that kind of shit. She's an attention
Mm-hmm.
whore. Savannah is not. Now,
So
is this girl an attention whore or is Travis Hunter the attention whore and he is adding to the attention? Because like, okay, you didn't listen to music, but now you listen to Lil Wayne because of her. Okay, who cares? Who the fuck cares? And then you didn't even quote the lyrics right. So I don't really know if it's her. I think it's a him thing. Because he's so smitten with her.
he is very smitten
I
with
think
her.
she would have stayed all the way out the way if she could have. I think she would have stayed all the way out the way if she could have. I honestly believe that. She
I don't believe
seems
that.
too like
I don't believe that because she
you
could
have
have.
to watch and see. I don't know.
Because she very well could. This is the
I can't
same
even
girl who friend zoned him for years, who friend zoned him for months. This is the same girl who. I don't. Again, I don't know about that whole waiting outside the party thing. That is a rumor, so I won't state that like it's fact. But one thing we know
I
because she
mean,
said it
I don't know.
herself
He apparently
is
he said
that.
it. He said that apparently.
But that's what I'm saying. One thing we know because she said herself is she had him friend zoned for months. So the same woman who could have somebody pursuing her for months and still not decide to give him any play could have easily decided, hey, Travis, I'm not going to be on the camera like that with you. You could go ahead and announce whatever you want to announce, my boy. Uh, that's cool. You said you still don't know who she is. That's what
He
I mean.
said,
Some people don't.
nothing is wrong with cooking. Nothing is wrong with
Nothing is
cooking.
wrong with
That was
cooking.
no knock on
No,
Aisha
no, no,
Curry.
no, no, no.
But you got to
But she
understand
was
that
speaking
comment with
about getting in
Aisha
front of
Curry,
the
where that
camera.
comes from.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
was
she just
speaking
want to be in
on
front of
her
him.
need to
He
get
was
in front of
pushing
the
the
camera.
cooking. Yeah. And she ain't done
So,
shit since. That whole comment came out about her wanting attention from other men.
and how did
And she
that do
ain't she
for
been
her?
quiet ever fucking since.
Right.
It
So
backfired.
this goes back to the
So
point that I initially had. This is the point that I'm initially speaking on when I say shut the fuck up. The overexposure of your personal life, especially your partners, opens up the door for criticism. That is why you have
it
multiple
does.
celebrities, multiple athletes, multiple millionaires who don't put their spouses out there. You don't know their names. You might have seen them because they come and they support and, stuff like the same way
Yeah.
that Meech spoke on Savannah, being supportive of LeBron James, being there for his big moments, so forth and so on. She's not dying to get in front of the camera. It's only now she's doing a
It's not her
podcast
personality.
towards the end of this man's career.
Yeah, it's not her
You know
personality.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we don't even know that it wasn't her
Again,
personality. That was just the choice that she made because she's doing a
well,
podcast
that's
now. We're
that's what I was about
seeing
to
more
say.
of her now. So that might have been her personality the whole entire time, but she had the
No,
vision.
or
One
people
thing she
change.
had was the vision,
Or people
or people
change.
change. That's also true. Possibility.
Or people
We don't
change.
know. And you want to know why we don't know? because she wasn't in front of the
Because
cameras.
she kept it to her motherfucking self.
And that's my point. So when I say shut the fuck up, I mean keep some
But
things
again,
in the box. When you expose everything,
again,
you open the doors up for people. So now he's uptight and he's mad because people speaking on his relationship. Now she's
I
uptight
mean,
and she's mad
he
that
got some
people are.
nerve.
What did y'all ask for? What did y'all
He
ask
got
for
some
by
nerve.
being in front of everybody? That's the problem.
I'm gonna
We got to be honest about the
again.
world we
That's
live
the
in.
problem.
Stop exposing everything and then thinking that nobody's going to do anything with it. People don't respect you as a
Again,
person, Travis Hunter. You are to them just the flavor of the week. So when you go ahead and you sharing all this personal information with everybody, they don't owe it to you to be respectful of what you're showing. They don't owe it to you to think that when she says, "Oh, I wasn't interested in him," like me said, it could have just been the fact that here it was, this high school junior hitting on a college sophomore or whatever. You
and
know
she
what
was
I'm
a sophomore.
saying? Or
Damn.
freshman or whatever year, because they're definitely the ages apart and they've been together for 5 years and he's still in college. So I ain't did the exact math. Either
Okay.
way, either
Okay.
way, they don't owe you that kind of thought process. You know what I'm saying? So now you're trying to tell everybody, ease up off my chick, ease up off my chick, ease up off my chick. You know what I'm saying? And where Mish has a very valid point in terms of mind your own business. This is not a word that minds its own business. Social media is not made for minding your own business. These media
I
outlets
mean,
literally are in business to mind your business. There are literally
amen.
media outlets that's all they do is mind other people's business. And I
Yep.
understand that Travis
Amen.
Hunter is still a very young man, so he does not get that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that he's a very young man, so he didn't see all this coming. So that's why I said if any message I could get to him, it would be to lock it up, bro. Lock it down.
I mean,
Keep that stuff that you don't want out there or you don't want people speaking on, don't put it out there. Plain and
I
simple.
don't.
Plain and
See, I
simple.
don't think these kids have. I don't think these kids have boundaries when it comes to that kind of shit because they are cool with getting online and putting all of their fucking business out there. They want to be on camera, TikTok and be bopping, running their mouth, jaw jacking and shit. Like you talk too much. You want to be on the internet too much. And I mean, my thing is, people are going to snoop and research anyway. They're going to want to know who she is. They're going to look up her, dig up her past, see what she about, yada yada yada. Their digital footprint is too grand. Like they need to narrow that shit down. You give people too much information, you let them into your world too much too soon. And I live by the old age phrase, like everything you think don't need to be said. You don't have to tell everybody all your business. And sometimes it's cool to leave shit to the imagination. And that's really what he should have did. I can't say that I have watched any podcasts they've done. I can't say that I knew anything about them as a couple prior to his speech when winning a Heisman. I thought it was a little fucking asinine for you to get up there and was like, "Oh, I didn't listen to Little Wayne before her 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot hut." Nigga, shut up. You should have just said, "My girl has really exposed me to some, new and different things in life. Before her, I was kind of square, Now I'm stepping out of my box thanks to her." No, you did too much. Like you said, he definitely needs to shut the fuck up. But again, at the end of the day, it does go back to that's really his life to live. That's his business, and those are his lessons to learn. One thing my grandmother also taught me is a hard head make a soft ass. So if he not listening to Prime, then shit on you. Because I tell you, one person who know money, who know contracts, and know how to fuck these rich white niggas out, men over that be trying to fuck these black niggas over. Prime. Look
You
at
know
go
what?
go research how he handled the Commanders. Excuse me, the Redskins. when they told him, "Oh, we not hiring this coach," because he said, "If you don't hire this coach, don't expect me to play." And Dion said, "Yeah, so go ahead and transfer that money to my account because I ain't showing up." So Dion no money. So if old boy not gonna do nothing, shut the fuck up and listen to what Prime tell you when he talk. And you
Thanks.
just might be all right. If old girl really trying to railroad you. I don't think she is, honestly. I don't. I don't. But that's yet to be determined. I I don't know. I just she doesn't give
From the
those
outside
vibes to
looking
me.
in, to me, it looks bad. But again, like you said, I'm not
Yeah.
worried about it
I
at the
think it
end of
looks
the
bad
day.
because of the way people are spinning it. I think that's why it looks bad.
I ain't gonna lie. Before I ever heard anybody's commentary on it, just what I saw, I was just kind of like, "That's some weird shit to say." But again, first and foremost, me as a coach, I wish, I truly wish, and I truly need for there to
Mm.
be a firm that's in the business of PR training these athletes.
I
Um,
mean, I thought that's what
that
Rock Nation was supposed to do for the sports side.
I mean, that's for whoever's under the umbrella, though. You know what I'm saying? If you're not under
I guess
that
they better
umbrella,
go
you
start
can't
getting
get the
some of these
training.
athletes.
So I think that that's
Yeah.
something that needs to be, especially at these colleges. I think that's something that needs to be a chapter. Hire somebody and pay somebody to do that so that people stop
Yeah.
making these dumbass decisions, especially now with people having NIL deals, because you can get an NIL deal in high school. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now you get
Nigel made a
get
good
an
point.
NIL deal in high school.
Nigel made a good point. She
Yeah,
might be all business. She might be all business. If we gonna Google old girl, we might need to see what she went to college for. She might be the business. She might be this business side of shit for him.
what you
We
mean?
never know.
What you mean by
He
that?
said she understands the business side of things. So
Yeah,
she probably helping him negotiate a lot of that shit. Like
she might be.
she might already, yeah,
She
she
might
might be
be.
all right.
She might be. I wouldn't put it past her, especially again with her being older. I'm sure she knows things that Travis hasn't even thought of. You know what I'm saying? But then again, that's
Yeah,
always the danger too. You know, that's a
yeah,
two-edged sword. Is that she can help him with knowledge that he has in the crew, and she can also hurt him with knowledge that he has in the crew. But again,
yeah.
I agree. This is his lesson to learn. This is his life to live. Oh, like everybody else, I pray for the best for you. I ain't no
Same.
more interested than I am for Travis Hunter than I am for the next man in terms of that type of
Yeah,
situation. Um,
yeah. More power to him. Hope for the best. Prepare for the worst.
but I
That's
think
all
the
I got
thing
for
that
you.
I think the things that we can gain from this situation is, like I said, um, being aware of what we put out there. Like me, you and Spinner talked about last week on the live, when we were
Yeah,
speaking about couples airing out each other's business. You know what I'm saying?
nasty
Like
work.
airing out each other's beefing online. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
nasty work.
So it is, and it's hard to recover from that because not every
Yeah,
time things go bad in a relationship, it stay bad. But once you don't put it on wax, now you got to come back
I
from
know.
that and try to be normal.
Ain't no coming back from that. When you put it on wax, ain't no coming back. Sorry,
Man,
that's
people manage
that's.
to do it. I don't see how, but people have managed to do it. I just
They
seen
make
some
it look like
girl.
they do it. That shit
I
don't be for
listen.
real though.
I just seen. Never mind. I ain't gonna put that out there because
Yeah,
if
see
she
that. Go
sees,
ahead
she
and
gonna
leave it
know I'm talking
alone.
about her. So I'm gonna leave
Leave
that
it alone.
alone.
Don't do it. We
No,
gonna
I'm not
we
gonna do
go
it. I'm not
ahead.
gonna do it. We're gonna go to the next topic. We're gonna go to the next topic.
Yeah,
So this one is
let's
not gonna
slide
take
on
too
it.
long. This is one not gonna take too long. But let's briefly mention this cooking with Kaya thing, man. As a woman, what's your take on it, man? Oh wait, I gotta do it.
So I
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking
Kaya
with
cooking
Kaya.
with
Cooking
Kaya.
with Kaya.
um, but I mean, she a female that's cooking. Well, I gotta be mad at that
So why do you think women are?
because these
This is
bitches
where we
can't
need the
cook.
women's expert on this. Ooh.
Because these bitches can't cook, or they don't cook, or won't cook. That's the only thing I can surmise from that. You're mad because she's getting on the internet cooking. So are you mad at all of these other celebrities that get on internet cooking? Or are you mad because she a regular girl getting the attention of niggas for doing some basic shit? She literally making niggas plates. Like I have such an issue with this shit, and I've had an issue. with this whole I'm not cooking, I'm not making my man plate. Then what are you here for? I mean, unless he the cook in a relationship, what are you here for? Now I ain't seen none of her food, Nigel, so I can't speak on that. I can't tell you if the food look legit or not, because I'm a cook. My arms say so. So I ain't looked at I can cook, baby. I can cook. I ain't looked at the little bitch food, but
Hey,
you
yo.
know, I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. Like, baby, I got bat wings. My grandmother and my mother taught me how to cook. Okay, that's I'm sure that's probably one of
Oh.
the reasons why I end up with a break. Plus I'm greedy, so but yeah, like I don't understand what the issue is. Now, when DDG pop, you still laughing. You are getting on my nerves. I'm glad I made your night with that one.
Oh man.
Oh shit. But yeah, I think for me it was all good in the hood until DDG thirsty ass wanted to pop up and be cooking with Kaya. Like, boy, go sit your ass down somewhere. You
Myron, real talk. Real talk, Myron. Real talk.
yes,
The lost
yes.
art of basic shit.
Basic
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
Some people don't
Yes. Yes.
understand.
Yes.
It's really that simple. Like people like be like frowning and turning their nose up at the comment that men are simple creatures. Men are absolutely simple creatures. This female is doing some of the most basic shit. He definitely know how to make something corny. That's a corny ass nigga. I said it. DDG at me. You're a corny ass nigga. Like, come on now. Like, no, sorry. You be bringing your kid on like fucking streams. Like, anyway, I'm digressing. We're gonna bring it back in. But she's literally doing something so basic. And women have this issue with, oh, I'm not nobody maid, I'm not cooking, cleaning. Now I always say I'm not nobody maid because I be having to tell certain somebody like, bruh, I'm not fitting to clean up behind you. I'm not fitting to do that. But am I gonna clean up? Yes, but I'm not cleaning up behind you. I'm a cook, but unless like cooking for you, like if you request something, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But women got it in their mind that is, I ain't doing nothing no nigga tell me to do or ask me to do. Don't you want him to do the shit you asking him to do? Don't you want him to do the shit you telling him to do? So you can boss him around, tell him what you want to need, but the minute he say, I just need a basic meal. I just had somebody tell me today, I just want to come home and get a meal and some head. Like that's how simple a nigga is. I
That's a
don't want
lot of
all
men
that.
walking around. Yup.
I just all I want to do is come home and get a meal and some ass, or a meal and some head, or a meal and some cuddles, or a meal and some TV time, and a meal and some booty rubs. And y'all make that so much more than what it really is. Like it's really just an easy way to keep your nigga happy and at home and away from the hoes. Just doing all the shit you don't want to do. So now you don't want to cook. You don't want to fix his plate. You don't want to clean. You don't want to wash the clothes. You don't want to fuck. Like, how long you think a nigga gonna keep sitting around dealing with your I don't wants? They're gonna be out the door. Cooking with Kaya ass. With twerking them little booty cheeks while she cooking them mid-ass mashed potatoes. Y'all bitches better get off y'all high horses because the pickings is slim. Okay? Like it's about 50 females to every one good high value quality nigga. Y'all better stop playing.
Some
And I'm
peace and some
43
quiet.
telling
Yes,
y'all
sir.
some peace and some quiet. Like, come on,
Yes,
y'all
sir.
wanna talk a nigga head off all evening about gossipy shit. Y'all wanna be ugh, talking about your little fucking ratchet TV shows. Oh, but you don't care about football. You don't care about basketball. Like, y'all care too much about yourself. Like, it's too one-sided. That's what this
It's
cooking with Kaya shit
one-sided.
is. It's one side. You gonna start an all-out war with this little girl because she really doing the least. Do y'all know how easy it is to cook? Go check out Wazam Super's page. Who will tell you how to make a quick meal that a nigga will think you done been in the kitchen whipping up all day? John not mad at Super though. So what is it about Kaya that got y'all so hot? Hot up under the collar, tighten ass, face all balled up. Super was telling y'all how to cook instant mashed potatoes and make them taste real. Y'all thought that shit was cool because she was talking that hood shit. But because Kaya being cute with it, now it's a problem for you.
Bingo. Bingo.
So yeah, that's it.
Bingo.
That's all. Like y'all being a bunch of hating ass bitches is what y'all is. And I said it. And anybody who got a problem with me, DM me. Because I'm pretty sure I'm married to you not for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
They don't. They are very delulu. They gonna stay delulu because somebody done told them the wrong shit. You who? You
A
not
lot
that
of people
special,
telling them the
sweetheart.
wrong shit. A lot of people
You not
telling them
that
the wrong
special.
shit.
You like the Dama doesn't. Keep them coming,
Listen,
keep them going. Like for real, a dude can find a female that'll fit the bill.
Mishta said most of what needs to be said. I just want to point out the fact that what Cooking with Kaya has revealed is what I've told one of my friends, and I've been saying for the longest. This whole black woman empowerment, this whole protect black woman thing is a farce. Y'all
Fully,
bullshit.
bunch of bullshit. Bunch of
Feel how
bullshit.
you want about me saying it, but it's y'all bullshit. Because
I said it.
at the end of the day, y'all should be lifting Shorty up. Y'all should be lifting Shorty up. Y'all should be, oh, she look at her little adorable self. Oh,
That's
okay.
what
Oh,
I
go
said. I
ahead,
said, oh, she
girl.
too cute. Oh, she
Go
too
ahead,
cute. But
girl.
y'all
Do
ain't mad
your
at her
thing.
sister. But you know what they're not mad at? They're not mad at her sister twerking them little cheeks though.
I don't even know who her sister is.
Oh, apparently, like I just seen some, and it's funny because when you said we're gonna talk about this, all of a sudden it was like, who y'all taking? Cooking with Kaya, or I forget what the phrase was for her sister. And it's literally her sister in a like little uh booty short onesie, twerking her ass on the camera. Mm-mm.
Bro, like
Got it.
it proved two things. It proved two things. Like I said, that the narrative that women have been trying to force down into men's minds, into our hearts to try to shame us with is bullshit because there is no
Facts.
reason for women to be attacking her. Even if you're not a
None.
fan, even if you're not a fan, she's not offering dick sucks with waffles.
Yeah, just going about your fucking business if you don't want to watch what the little girl was
Y'all
presenting.
mad because she said, feed your nigga before I do? Is that really a threat?
Oh, she said that? I didn't know that. Good for her. Good the fuck for her.
I've seen she's like, are you gonna make your boyfriend breakfast or do I have to do it? Is that really a threat
Hey,
to you?
look,
Are
she
you
must
really
know
worried
something.
that your boyfriend is gonna run up on Cooking with Kaya and get some flapjacks with the waffles? Is that what you're really worried about?
Listen,
Or is
y'all,
it the fact
I'm
that
about
she
to have to go watch.
challenged, or is it the fact that she challenged your refusal
Bingo,
to take
bingo,
care of these men's needs? Is it the challenge that
bingo.
she exposed your ineptitude as a partner? Right? That's where we
Preach.
really at. And that's why you taking it personal because it wasn't just some man telling you what a woman should be, what a woman could be. No, there's a young lady, not some old biddy, this young woman putting out
I ain't
this
gonna cap.
exact, and as everybody has said, basic and simple version of femininity. She's
And
cute,
Kaya looked like
she's
she was raised by her
sweet,
granny.
and she is simple.
Kaya looked like she was raised by her granny. Okay, that's why
And
she
looks
is
like
this.
she wants to make people smile.
Yes,
That's it.
yes, yes.
That's
She
it.
looked like she's a sweet little girl.
I've seen the plates. A couple of the plates look a little bit husky, but most of the food really does look basic.
Huh, husky.
Yeah,
I
husky, like
gotta look
like
up.
you say, that good meal. Yeah, like
Oh yeah, no.
nice big breakfast, nice big breakfast plate.
Yeah,
But most of the recipes is not deep. Like everybody's
yeah.
saying, basic, and that's all.
Mm.
That's all. Yo, listen, Myron. We just be hungry, bro. We just be
Listen,
hungry, bro. And the
listen.
other thing that it proved is what me said that women don't want to hear. Men truly are simple creatures.
Yeah,
They really don't take much for
yeah,
us.
yeah.
These
Women want to
dudes
make
that
men
y'all be
something more than
feeling
they are.
that everything is so complicated and everything so hard and you can't understand him, you have bad taste in men. I'm sorry. You have bad taste in men, and I'm sorry for you. Them dudes that's
No,
overly complicated. You have bad taste in men, and I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sometimes I think women. I think women overcomplicate men. I don't think it's the men all
Oh
the
no, no,
time.
that's the thing too. That's the thing too. That's the thing too. But there's some
I
dudes
think
who
it's straight
came that
men.
way before they got them.
I mean,
There's
and
some
again,
dudes who came that way from the
that
gate,
that's women thinking
and
they're gonna change a
because
nigga.
there we go. Because they used to
Yeah, that ain't
dysfunction,
gonna happen.
they choose
Yeah,
dysfunction. But that's a whole nother podcast, and a whole nother
uh,
conversation.
yeah,
Although
we
not
gonna
entirely
park that
different,
one.
if we're gonna be honest, because we now gonna come to the end of the podcast, the last thing we have, and this is gonna be part one. We're gonna actually continue this and start with this next episode. So let's get into we listen and we don't judge.
We gotta say it together.
The, we
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 listen
listen
and we
and
don't
we
judge.
don't judge. This edition is I'm the problem. So let's talk about times where we were the problem. It could be in your relationship, your business, your friendships, but times where it went wrong because of you.
I'm gonna let you go
So
first on this one.
cool, cool, no problem. I'm prepared. I'm prepared.
I bet you
I'm the
are.
problem when I was going through, and this was starting out a little heavy. I was going through depression, and I started bailing out on hanging out with the homies, with the bros. So I'm the problem in that I had a circle of grown adult black men who were willing to listen to what I had to say. I'll be judging too. Um,
You saw my story. You saw what I posted.
I did. I had black men who were listening, who were willing to listen, who were willing to help if I asked for help, who were willing to, get me out of the house, help, maybe
Yeah.
the distraction if I needed. And I refused to go to any one of them because I didn't want to burden them. When they are saying, nigga, it's not a burden, it's how friendship and brotherhood is supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to us. Why the hell wouldn't we listen to you? So, in that aspect, I'm the problem because I think that my problems are too big to lay on the shoulders of my brothers.
You ready? One, two, three. We
We
listen
listen
and we
and we
don't
don't
we
judge.
don't judge. No, that's real shit. And I think you're not the only male that struggles with that. We've had the conversation about the 2.5 emotions men are allowed. We
Hmm.
know that men are told they got to protect and provide. You got to stay strong. You can't be weak. You can't have a down moment. So, for you to feel like that is very valid. And I don't think you should feel bad about it. You owning it and speaking it out loud and putting it into the atmosphere so you can own that and people can hold you accountable for it. So going forward is something you can fix and not keep fucking around and doing. That's admirable because a lot of men like still struggling with even being able to utter those words. Like,
Yeah,
I need help. I need somebody to talk to. Like, I need a moment of your time. Like, I don't want to be a burden. You know what I'm saying? So, see, yep, age old issue for men. I don't think you're alone in
yeah.
that. So,
I know I'm not. That's why I decided to share it.
oh, um,
God
so
for
mine
it.
is kind of similar in the same vein. I'm the problem in respect to. I feel like people in my life that I do so much for should know me and be able to read me and respond to me and know what I need without me having to verbally tell them.
Mm.
Not that I expect people to be mind readers, but it's kind of like it's a I expect. How can I how can I put this without it sounding bad? I am the problem because I have secret expectations for people that I haven't expressed. I feel like if I have
Bars.
been, riding for you for so long and I'm showing up for you and this is that and the third, like you should show up for me. But then sometimes if the help don't come the way I want it, I reject it. And when I know I need to ask for the help, I don't. And when it's being offered, I kind of sometimes don't accept it because I don't want anything that comes with conditions just because you've helped me. So I
Mm.
kind of be sabotaging myself. Like it's like I want your help, but I don't. It's like that moody shit. Like I want your help, but I don't. It got to be this way. Or you can't help me. I don't want to tell you. You should know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like just something as simple as let's. I've talked about it before. 40th birthday. You know what I'm saying? I made expressions as to what I would like to see happen, right? I kind
Mm-hmm.
of gave way, but it was kind of like, all right, like I don't want to do the shit. Like I don't want to plan this. Like y'all know me. Figure it out.
Right.
But motherfuckers is scared to disappoint me. So nobody was like, it was like, I ain't touching that. Like, cause if we fuck this up, Shawty not
See,
fitting to cuss
that's
us
it.
out.
Right.
And it's like I'm using my 40th as an example, but I feel like that's the sentiment as it pertains to people wanting to help me, want to be there for me. And I have to be honest, I feel like with my uncle passing, this was the first time that I unequivocally let people show up for me and then be like, no, I'm good. I'm straight. I don't need nothing. I'll let you know. Oh, Yolanda, you want to send me food? Good. Because I don't feel like getting off the bed today. Send it. Let me know when it's at the front door. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Oh, you want to take me out to get me out the house because you feel like I ain't been out the house? Sure, come get me. I can use some tacos and a margarita. I've been telling people, just call me and check on me. Make sure I'm good. Send me a text message. I've literally been, and then, in therapy, she's been getting on me about this. I have been like telling people what I need from them. Like letting
Mm.
people know, like, hey, this is where I'm at. I have also set boundaries like, hey, I got this going on. I'm doing this. This is important to me. And it's funny because on Tuesday, my mom wanted to go sign the contract to have my uncle's body transferred from, the city to the morgue, from the city morgue to the funeral home. And I basically had to be like, ma'am, I know I'm on vacation and I'm sure you think I'm free. I know this is important, but I'm on my way to Balian Springs. I need to decompress. I'm going to the spa. I'm taking some alone time. If you can see if they can do it tomorrow, I'm free. If not, let me know what I can do to help facilitate. But before, the old me would have dropped everything, rearranged my plans, moved and shaped, and then when I needed somebody to do something for me in return, I'd have been mad because I'm like, but whole time I stopped what I was doing for you, and and you can't do this for me, and I had to stop doing that because it was ruining my relationships with people,
Mm.
ruining them, like running them into the ground. I'm the fucking problem because I'm too domineering. I'm too strong willed. I'm too, tenacious and determined. Like,
You was
y'all
expecting you
ain't
out of other
take
people.
personally. Boom! God damn, you just verbalized that perfectly. I just told Yolanda, you can't expect you out of other motherfuckers. Take your own advice, bitch. Like literally, that's what I said there and said to myself. How the fuck you gonna sit and tell your best friend that shit when you be doing the same thing? That's my problem. So y'all can judge me. I don't mind. My therapist does it every month. Low key but high key. You know what I'm saying? She get paid to do that to make me better.
Hey,
But
hey, there you go.
I mean, that's probably been my problem all my life, and it's funny because I came across this reel that explains what I'm gonna look the term up because I feel like it's a real life thing for me, and I sent it to somebody, and they were like, I didn't know how to respond
Okay.
because I think it put it into perspective for them. Like, damn, this why Shawty like this? Like, yeah, this why I'm so hard to read. I'm so hard to do anything for. I'm like Tori used to say, you hard to please.
Mm,
He always tells me, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the right thing to do is because I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to fail
mm-hmm,
because I'm hard on people when it don't come the way I want it. Okay, uh, the parentified daughter. That's what the term is. Let's see. I want to make sure.
mm,
Let's see. I wouldn't say my parents were dysfunctional, but I would say the function of the family, like dynamic, changed so much over the years, especially after having my little brother. Um, so like again, the learning to show up for me type thing, learning that be loved the way I deserve to be loved, which is why I guess I'd be so hard on art about that because I'm like, yeah, I know what I don't want because I knew what I didn't want in my childhood because I was parentified so early, being the oldest.
okay.
Not feeling like I could depend on people, being hyper independent. What's some other shit? Love. I need the need for love and care more than anyone else. Can't trust love. Listen, Art struggled with that. Like he used to say all the time, like sometimes I just don't know if you can trust that you want to love me, and I'm like, I don't know, because I don't like my abandonment issue shows up in the form of disappointment.
Mm.
So, and it's, listen, it pushes people away and makes them the controlling type A. Yolanda was like, Demisha, you're type A plus 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 plus. Well, fuck you. Like, I was like, so like the controlling thing is a fear response. Fear that
Mm-hmm,
you're not going to do what I need you to do. Fear that you're not going to show up for me. Never given the opportunity to sit back and relax. I always got to be in
mm-hmm,
charge. I always got to be the lead. Always the one that got their shit in order. Always the one to be independent on. Listen, I remember when because I can go all day about this. I think I realized this when I was like having this break talking to my brother when everything started transpiring with learning about my uncle, and he was like kind of getting on his second, son, and was like, go get your brothers, go get your sisters. They upstairs making that noise. I said, hey, stop making him the responsible party for his siblings. That's not his job. I said, he gonna grow up and he gonna be a mini me, and you gonna be pissed off. And he instantly was like, you know what, Mimi? You're right. He was like, can you do me a favor? Can you come get us and get us out this house? Sure, but you're not gonna be yelling at them kids because my dad yelling at them kids. You're not gonna make him go watch, his brother and sister because this. No, like we're not doing this. So I'm trying to break the cycle now.
I dig that. I dig that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
heard you,
cat.
cat. You are the problem.
Yeah, wrap this up, B. You
All
are the
right.
problem, cat.
I'm gonna do one more for myself before we get out of here.
Okay.
So let's go ahead. We listen and we
And we
don't
don't
judge.
judge.
I am the late person. I am the late friend.
Ooh,
I am.
bitch.
I am. I just am. It doesn't
Can't
matter. It doesn't matter who, work, hangouts,
podcast recordings. Bang bang.
events, events. I'm the late one. I'm the late one, man.
Oh,
Sometimes it
all
really be
right.
life is. Sometimes it be
Yeah.
me misjudging what time I do have, and sometimes I just be the late one, man. I just
Yeah. Tardy for the party.
sometimes I
It's
just be
all
the
right.
late one.
Fashionably
It's
late.
definitely something that I have to fix because even with the podcast thing, I don't want to ruin the reputation of my podcast by putting out a time to start and motherfuckers be like, yeah, no. Yes,
Listen,
yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I definitely got the text message from
Yes, I
Skinner.
am,
Y'all
bestie.
going live or no?
Yes, I
I
am,
said
bestie.
we're working on it. Some technical issues, but we come in. We come in. He was like, all right, let me know when y'all live. I said, you know what? I love our listeners. I love our watchers. I love our followers. Our lifers be on it. He was ready, locked in. Let me know when you on.
I am the late one. If we start late 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, it's my fault if we started late. So
Yeah, because
I
I'm
just
the
I just know
punctual
that.
one.
I just know that, and it's something that has to, speak with my ability to
To
do
focus.
schedules, to be better at time management. Because once I'm better at time management, I'll be better as a person. Because then I can start saying no to certain things instead of thinking I can get
Yeah, yeah,
so many things done and still try to be here and there at this time and do that and so forth.
yeah,
Because that's another part of the problems as to why I do be late, because I think that I can handle all these different things.
yeah.
Um, but it ain't enough
But
time. It really ain't
I'm
enough
a,
time. Ain't enough time.
yeah.
It's only 24
Listen,
hours in a day,
listen,
and I'm only one person.
listen.
So sometimes I need to ask for more help, and sometimes I need to just flat out say, I can't do that for you. You sorry. No, I gotta be online at 9 today. I can't stop by and drop that off for you. I can't take you this way, son. No, we cannot do this today. You have to wait till Friday, you know, or whatever day we're not recording. So, yeah, I'm the problem on that. I'm the late friend.
I mean, what's funny? I'll do a second one, but it's kind of like it's funny we playing off each other because I literally just had a whole therapy session with my therapist about me thinking I can clock every minute of my time to make best use and value out of it, and I can't.
Mm,
I'm the problem because I am I tell people all the time, my time is important to me. I
it
cannot make
is.
that back or get that
You
back.
can't get it
My
back.
money, I can make that 10 ways to Sunday, but my time is valuable to me. So I have this problem where if you look at my motherfucking calendar, everything's on there. I don't care. Doctor's appointment, call ENT. Uh, my calendar look crazy. Like because I'm like, if I don't put that shit on the calendar, my workouts is on there. Like that's how I show up for myself and make sure I'm getting the max value out of my 24 hours. Because we get 24 hours every
You only
day.
get 24 hours.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I want to hold people accountable for me maximizing my time. So it's like shit like, oh, all right, well, call me when you get home. So da 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 da. Like, yeah, I have to stop doing that. I have to do the go with the flow thing and relax and chill because I'm becoming a problem. It's probably going to ruin my relationships with people because I know too many people that are very fluid people, very late people, very, um, I don't watch my watch type of people. I'm not a clock checker or clock watcher, and I don't live like that. I'm a project manager. Everything is time, schedule, performance. And Weena says, stop trying to project manage your life.
Ooh,
I'm the
that's a
problem.
bar.
She said, stop
That's
trying
a
to
bar.
project manage every aspect of your life. So yeah, I'm the problem.
That's a bar. All right. Well, like I said, I would like for us to start the next episode, start that at the top of the next episode so more people could get involved,
Okay.
so we could do more of that. I just thought that those other was some decent conversational topics that could, give us some little, insights, life lessons that we could share, with our
For
audience or
sure.
whoever sees this. Things like mind your own business, things like don't put your own business out there, things such as, how about you be a woman and cook for once?
I think the topic
for
is
for
more
for
like,
your man, for your man. Um,
how about being a basic bitch is actually winning these days? Leanna, basic bitch, cooking with Kaya, basic bitch. Y'all want to be these bougie, bad Instagram baddie bitches.
they got to
Niggas
be the
don't want
baddie bosses. They got to be the boss baddies. They got to be the boss baddies, which is
I
which
mean,
is
but what's
further
considered
proof
a
that women
boss?
don't care
If
what
you
men
not
want.
making enough money to take
Women
care of
don't
your
care what men want,
household,
and they don't know what men want either.
exactly.
But that's
Like
another story.
you got your little, you want to be an Instagram baddie with a little basic side hustle, business. Like if what you doing ain't bringing in more money than what your man making, yeah, shut the fuck up and cook that food, make that plate, suck that dick, throw that ass back. Better do the basic simple shit before you can graduate to the big dog shit. Sorry.
What was look.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
definitely, like I said, some little nuggets here that we was able to share with the folks. But yeah, I want to get
Yeah.
into this a little bit more for the next time. So for episode 60, we will continue the I am the problem. We listen and we don't judge. Hopefully y'all will be willing to share. My brother said he's never
Yes,
the problem.
please.
which I can categorically testify is a lie. But I love him.
Uh-huh. And
I
we're
love
gonna
him.
roll with it. I knew
I
Nigel was
love
on
him.
bullshit when he said that.
So, but it is what it is. We appreciate everybody who jumped in the live. I'll name y'all by name for everybody I saw. Keishu is, of course, the sponsor of the Life Be Life and podcast and the owner of Simply in the Shade
Yeah.
Catering.
Hey,
Also
hey,
expecting a new baby, you know what I'm saying? Podcast nephew on
hey.
the way next year, 2025.
Yes. He'll be the face of the
Um,
pod.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I might do like DDG and bring him on one time.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Everybody like a fat
you
swishy baby. Send him over here. He can sit on
know what I'm
Auntie lap.
saying? 2025, we gonna get back to the basics. Yes, the fuck we are, Myron. Yes, the
Hell
fuck we are,
yeah.
brother.
Cause that's
Absolutely.
what
For real,
that
for
that's
real.
the way. The way the
For
truth in
real,
the
for
light.
real.
Keep it
Get
basic.
back to the basics. Yes,
Fuck.
sir. Yes,
Doing
sir.
too much.
Yes,
Not enough.
sir. In fact, shout out Myron for being in the chat. Shout out my
Yeah.
brother Nigel for being in the chat. Got to get him on here at some point when his schedule is a
Yeah.
little less hectic. He's also expecting his first child in 2025. So, it'll be the
Oh
first for him and his wife. So shout out to them.
yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to baby
Congratulations.
Charles on deck. Shout out to, my brother who he always be, A.C.E, being in the chat. Shout out to Spinner from Crankin' Jeeps. You know what I'm saying? Check them out.
Yeah.
Crankin' CRANKIN Jeeps JEEPZ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just
Check
definitely
them out, you know what I
go
mean? On Instagram,
definitely go
check them
check.
out on Facebook, check them out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
definitely,
definitely
yeah, we got a new lifer for sure, for
slide past
sure.
there. Yeah.
We got two new lifers coming next year. You know what I mean?
Hey, but yeah, definitely slide past Crankin' Jeep's page. Your girl who is an avid sneakerhead. They asked me to do a pre-cop review of the Jordan 11 Legend Blues, so I did that episode with them. Well, it was supposed to be like a snippet, but it ended up being a full episode because we was just getting into the thick of the sneakerhead shit. So go check that out. It was a very, 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 very fun episode. They were kind of tuned up behind it, so I'm glad they enjoyed my appearance.
Definitely glad that they made the most of that collaboration with Mimi the Goddess. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so yeah, definitely stop by, show them some love. You know what I mean? Um, whether you know about Jeep Life, you want to learn more about Jeep Life than we was able to give you in that episode, definitely check out Spinner and BJ, man. They got more than
Yeah,
enough information and things to show you about. You know what I'm saying? Whether you decide you're gonna buy one or whether you just want to know to be in the know. You know what I mean? Whatever.
yeah.
They could put you on.
Darth
Plus, they two
Vader
solid
and
dudes to
Debo the
talk to.
Jeep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for sure, show them some love. Tell them like Be Life and sent you. Um, and yeah, let's wrap this thing up. That was everybody who was in the chat that I mentioned. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
ain't miss
believe
nobody.
so. I don't think we missed anybody
I
tonight.
ain't miss nobody. No, I ain't miss nobody. Oh, and Hank. There was a lot of liquor
Uh,
flowing.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hank did hop in there right quick. Yeah,
Shout out to my
I
bro
bought a
Hank.
little
Shout out to my bro Hank.
collaboration gift. Good old one of my favorite old fashioned bottles. So
Also, for those of you in Philly, this Saturday from 5 to 9, the ladies of the Podcast Link Philly group will be
all
hosting
right.
karaoke from 5 to 9 at Crush
Woo
Lounge.
woo.
That is at 6414 Rising Sun Avenue. You know what I mean? That's out on the northeast side of Philly. So from 5 to 9, the ladies will be hosting the Nothing Ugly But the Sweater karaoke session.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm
cute.
saying? The lovely ladies of the Podcast Link Philly group will be hosting that. I'm gonna make an appearance. Don't bet on me singing or performing nothing. Don't bet on it. I'm not saying I won't, but I ain't gonna hype y'all up like I'm guaranteed to
That's why
do
I
it.
was like,
So don't bet on it. But I will be there to show love, to root people on, and to gas the hell out your performance unless you trash. Um,
look,
I'm
still gotta gas it.
gonna be quiet.
Let me
I ain't
find
gonna hate.
out.
I ain't gonna boo you.
Derek and Myra know each other.
You never know.
You never know.
Um,
He's still a spinner.
the world is small. Um,
Yeah, it is.
so definitely if you're in Philly, pull up to that Saturday, if you got some time, and if not, make some time. Stop by, have yourself some fun, get you a drink, sing your favorite song, or sing along with somebody else. You
Yeah.
dig me? Um, Outside of that, uh, yeah, this Sunday will be the continuation of Call of Duty Sundays. So for the
Mm-hmm.
gamers, what I mean, check me out. I'm not ass at Call of Duty no more, y'all. Yeah, yeah, I'm not dog water anymore. I'm not good yet though. I'm not good yet.
You said, but
I'm
you
not
getting
good.
there. You getting
I'm
there.
not good
Just
yet.
line
But
them up. That's all you gotta
I
do.
got a couple of play of the games, a couple of top three finishes under my belt. So you know what I'm saying? I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. So,
Yeah,
feel
you
free to take
moving,
the
moving and
journey with
shaking.
me. Feel free to take the journey with me. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all play, of course, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to hit me up so we could go ahead and game together. I would more than appreciate it. All right, so that
I might have to hop on Toro profile. Fuck his whole
hey,
shit. Play.
listen, for sure, for sure.
Shawty be in the
But yeah,
basement cussing his ass off.
that's how. Hey, you ain't playing online unless you
Hey,
cussing at somebody.
all I hear is shit. I was like,
Yeah.
shut the fucking basement door.
Yeah, so y'all are either going to see me on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 6. Um,
Mm,
so what I mean, not 27 if you see the gamer tag. Other than that, folks, once again, we appreciate you for coming through. As I always say, be smart, be respectful, be kind to as many people as you possibly can. I know some people gonna make it impossible, and that's fine. Fuck those people. However, make sure every single day to take the time out to be kind to yourselves because you cannot pour out of an empty cup. All right. We
yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
y'all. We love y'all.
We
We rock with
do.
y'all the long way. And we will see y'all on the next live, which will be what, next Thursday at 9? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we'll be back. Same fat time, same fat channel. You heard me?
Same
We
bat then, same bat now.
out here, though.
Bye, guys.